Question 3, Marilyn Livingston.
To ask the Scottish Executive what steps it is taking to improve rail services for passengers to and from Fife from both the north and south.
Stuart Stevenson.
From December this year, there will be 500 more seats daily each way between Edinburgh and Fife during the peaks. Better connectivity to Edinburgh, London and the south with new early morning services from Fife. The new timetable provides approximately 40 additional southbound and 50 additional northbound stops each weekday for stations in Fife, including a new hourly service between Edinburgh and Perth via Fife.
Livingston.
I thank the Minister for his answer, but will he agree with me that many Fife, because I have written to him on this issue, that many Fife commuters are being disadvantaged by the changes to this service? Many people trying to get to Dundee and Aberdeen cannot get to work in time with the changes to the service. I'm receiving a 200 petition about the changes to the service, and will the Minister take this back to the drawing board and discuss with the major stakeholders the impact this is having on Fife commuters?
Clearly, we can see to the south, in particular from Kirkcaldy, there are 21 trains now in the new timetable between start of services and 10 o'clock and 20 returning in the evening peak. To the north, there have been relatively few passengers who have been joining the through trains to Aberdeen. We've replaced all the services that are no longer stopping in Fife with new services within Fife. We seek to ensure that there are good connections from Dundee to Aberdeen, but certainly if the member continues to have concerns, we will look again at that for the next opportunity to look at the timetables. But we do continue to invest in and improve services for Fife, as is undoubtedly evidenced by the huge number of trains there now are between Kirkcaldy and Edinburgh.
Alex Johnson.
Is the Minister also aware that the timetable changes designed to improve the services in Fife have also led to knock-on changes in the area north of Fife? Is he further aware of a certain level of discontent which exists among passengers in the north east of Scotland over the timetable changes to be implemented in the middle of December? Has he had any contact with passenger groups, and will he raise this matter with ScotRail?
Minister.
I would need to check with my office, but I'm not aware of having been contacted on this matter by passenger groups, but it may yet be to come to me. But one of the clear effects of reducing the number of stops of the through trains that are in Fife is to improve the timeliness and speed of services to Aberdeen. But if there are issues that can be resolved, that people feel I should look at, then of course at the next available point I would certainly wish to look at them.
Jeremy Purvis.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. The Minister will be aware that constituents of mine in the Borders are currently unable to travel by rail from the south to Fife. Will he continue the constructive approach of the Cabinet Secretary of Finance yesterday and meet with myself and Borders Council to see, in light of the pre-budget report on Monday and the increased capacity for accelerating capital spend, that the Waverley line can be a project that can be accelerated?
I think there is a link, Minister.
Services from Borders, the Fife Presiding Officer, will certainly be one of the things that will be delivered when we recreate the rail in the Borders. My constituents, like Mr Purvis's, have limited access to rail, but I'm always anxious to ensure that throughout Scotland we improve rail services. I hope that the Cabinet Secretary had an enjoyable evening with Councillor Parker last night. He's not yet reported to me on the substance of any conversation that took place.
Is the Minister aware of how widely welcome the new timetable is from Perth to Edinburgh, and does he not agree with me that this now makes an enormous improvement for my constituents who hitherto have had to put up with appallingly low levels of service, and will he accept on their behalf my thanks for the new service that's been introduced?
Minister.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. It has been a long-standing ambition of ours to improve services to Perth. I'm only very happy that both the constituency member and many of our constituents and people beyond are happy that we have made the changes we have.